that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue. Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Roethlisberger. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Nickers, got spin. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Just like that. Just like that.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second and 9, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 8 on the play. That is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
54.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. Ingram churning. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 19 yards that time for number 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
230. 48 Mike. Watch the curve.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Like 20.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Steelers 7, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. They can't hang with us. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Snead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's third down.
And 5 yards to go.
That! 230. Check 26, check 26.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 44 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Easy, easy. Watch the safety creep. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, Samuels. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's get it. Oh, yeah.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
180. Let's go. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
34 yards there and a first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. He goes underneath to Ingram. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jackson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Come on.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Now let's run, let's run. Now, check right, check right. Hassan. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55, right there.
Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Snead's got it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's go.
13 yards on the
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They run with Edwards, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run on 1st down. Samuels trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game,